31 cars are lined up on pit road, the fans are piling in, the crews are ready to go, and the drivers are ready to rock and roll, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for another round of Alpinestone's NASCAR Cup Series Racing. We're live from over here on the NASCAR CRM booth. I'm Jack Roberts alongside my great co-host, Scott Miles and Connor Speed. Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Miles, and I'm Connor Speed. We're here at Martinsville Speedway, located in Ridgeway, Virginia, getting ready for the first day of 500. This half-mile paperclip race is very demanding. 500 grueling laps around this racetrack. If you can run, but you can't hide. And if you win here, you will be put among the elite of the elite drivers. And before we go into tonight's race, let's take a look at some of the drivers to watch for, brought to you by Sunoco. Sunoco, fueling victories. Team Penske signed on a new sponsor for Brad Keselowski and the number 2 team. They will have sponsorship from Discount Tires for the rest of the season and full-time starting in 2020. Congrats on the new sponsor for Team Penske. They may have missed a few races this year, but Denny Hamlin and Chris Buescher have been on fire ever since they've gotten here. Will either one of them crack victory lane tonight here in Martinsville? Despite being winless, Kyle Larson has a 6-point lead over Kurt Busch. However, Martinsville is not Kyle Larson's best track, so will Kyle Larson survive Martinsville and maintain the points lead? If there was ever a place to settle a rivalry, it would be here in Martinsville, and Joey and Majeski have a big rivalry going on right now. Will this rivalry come to an end tonight here in Martinsville? Jimmie Johnson has shocked the world and announced that he will retire from full-time driving in 2020. We congratulate Jimmie Johnson on a very successful career, and we better wish him the best of luck in his final season in 2020. Martin Truex Jr. has been very stout this season and is once again poised to make a run for the title. However, he has not won here in Martinsville. Will this year be the year that changes? Eric Almirola and his number 10 team, owned by American Hero Racing, have been quiet underdogs all season long. Keep an eye on that number 10 team in tonight's race. Back in 2015, Matt Kenseth was so angry with Joey Logano that he took him out while Logano was leading the race. Will tonight be a repeat of what we saw between these two drivers 4 years ago? And that is going to do it for the pre-race show. We now take you trackside for opening ceremonies and the command to fire the engines. Race fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in a moment of silence for the fallen soldiers of our great nation. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For the most famous ones in motorsports, drivers, start your engines! 31 cars roll life on pit road, and now it's time to go take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Smithfield. Smithfield, fueled by bacon. On the front row, starting on the pole position will be Brad Keselowski, and starting second will be Ross Chastain. Row 2, starting third is Eric Almirola, and starting fourth will be Chris Buescher. Row 3, starting fifth will be Chase Elliott, with Martin Truex Jr. starting sixth. Row 4, starting seventh will be Matt Kenseth, with Jamie McMurray starting eighth. Rounding out the top 10 and ninth will be Paige Decker, and Connor Daly starts 10th. Row 6, starting 11th will be Alan Julian, and 12th will be Carl Edwards. Row 7, starting 13th will be William Byron. 14th will be Denny Hamlin. Row 8, starting 15th will be Kyle Busch, with Ty Majeski starting 16th. Row 9, starting 17th will be Nicole Bihar, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 19th. Rounding out the top 20 and 19th will be Kyle Larson, with Bubba Wallace starting 20th. Row 11, starting 21st will be Jimmy Johnson, with Chase Briscoe 22nd. Row 12, starting 23rd will be Joey Logano, with Trevor Bayne starting 24th. Row 13 has Ryan Reed starting 25th, with Kurt Busch starting 26th. Row 14, starting 27th will be Alex Bowman, with Kevin Harvick in 28th. Rounding out the top 30 and 29th will be Ryan Blaney. Justin Allgaier starts 30th. Rounding out the field in shotgun, 31st will be Scott Speed. And here is a look at your onboard cameras. Brad Keselowski carries the Discount Tires onboard camera, and Joey Logano carries the AAA Insurance onboard camera. Jamie McMurray carries the McDonald's onboard camera, and Kyle Larson will be carrying the DC Solar onboard camera for us. Paige Decker is going to have the Exide Batteries onboard camera, and Carl Edwards will have the Dodge onboard camera for us. They'll be joined by Matt Kenseth with the DeWalt Power Tools onboard camera, and finally Martin Truex Jr. will carry the Bass Pro Shops onboard camera for us today. Alright, it is time to get ready to go. We are ready to go in the first Daytona 500. The pace car's gonna roll in. Connor, pace car rolls in, and Brad Keselowski leads us to the green flag. It's in the air. Away we go. We're racing in Lawrenceville. They head for turn number 1 with Brad Keselowski out in front. Here comes Chase Elliott on the inside. Chase Elliott goes to the inside of turn 3. He can't give Keselowski the bumper. It's a bump enough for Elliott, and Chase Elliott will lead the opening lanes. They head back for turn number 1. Nose to tail with Matt Kenseth now behind Chase Elliott, but Elliott's trying to hold the field down. Now Paige Decker goes to the inside. Elliott throws the punch, goes back to the outside, and now Chase Elliott leads too. William Byron took a look, but nothing was there. Oh, Keselowski and Kyle Busch go for a spin. Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch go for a spin. They get it turned around, straightened down, and that will be the first caution of the night. Let's take a look at what happened here on Action Replay. You're going to see it right here. Kyle Busch gets loose into Brad Keselowski, and Keselowski just had nowhere to go. Yeah, you're going to see it here. Keselowski probably took that side force off of Keselowski, and that's what caused the spin. So we're getting ready for the lap 6 restart. The pace car will roll back in, and Chase Elliott leads us to the green flag. It's bragging in. We're back on the way. Good Joey Dutton line behind Chase Elliott. It's a Chevrolet 1, 2, 3 as William Byron is in third. Good Joey stays behind Chase Elliott, waiting to get moved. Chase Elliott leads lap 6. They head back for turn number 1. William Byron gets moved away out of the way. Now here comes William Byron and leads into Chase Elliott and gives Byron the lead. William Byron will take his first lead tonight here in Lawrenceville, the first day of 500. William Byron leads the way here on lap 8. Almirola shoves him out of the way. Now here comes Almirola on the inside. Great move by Eric Almirola as he goes into turn 3. Now he's being chased out by Ross Chastain. Almirola inside. Byron in front once again. William Byron sits in third. He's waiting for these two in front of him to make a mistake. Chastain goes to the inside. Here comes Ross Chastain. He goes through turn 4. He slides up the racetrack, and Ross Chastain will lead the lap. Lap 9 goes to Chastain, and now William Byron takes the lead back in turn 1 on lap 10. Down the ramp as we go into turn number 40. William Byron takes the lead away from Chastain yet again. Once again off turn number 4 they go. William Byron leads lap 10. They go into turn 1, and I think they make contact. William Byron goes into the wall. William Byron slow on the racetrack, comes to a dead stop. Caution flag is out again. Caution flag is out for the second time tonight here on lap 11. Now let's see if we can take a look at what happened. Watch the action replay here. Here's Ross Chastain. Does he get into the back bumper of William Byron? I don't know. I can't tell. It's very close to tell. It's too close to call. Ross Chastain might have gotten into the back of him, or he just might have gotten him loose enough. But either way, William Byron slams into the outside wall hard, debris on the racetrack, and that brings out the caution for the second time tonight. William Byron was able to drive away and get down pit road, which is now open. So, Kelly, what's going on pit road?
Thanks, guys. William Byron came into my section of pit road and screaming on the radio to check and ask about Ross Chastain getting into his back bumper, which put him in the wall. Chastain said it's a long way to go. Stay calm. 4 tires and fuel to call for William Byron. A clean turn off as well. The 24 is on its way. Also in my section of pit road, Eric Almirola telling his crew Chief Trent Owens that the car was absolutely fantastic during that run. However, he says that he needs to get out of the traffic. 4 tires and fuel is the call for Eric Almirola's team. They top him up with some go fuel, a clean turn off, and send him on his way, Colin.
Ross Chastain has entered my section of pit road and he's on the radio repeatedly apologizing to the 2014 for getting into the bank bumper. The team trying to get their message across to the 2014. In the meantime, it's 4 tires and fuel, and they top him off with Sunoco fuel, give him a clean tire, send him on his way, Zach. Danny Hamlin has come into my section of pit road telling crew chief Chris Gabehart that this car is absolutely fantastic, just needs to get out of traffic. It's 4 tires and fuel for the number 11 team as well. They race around to the driver's side, get fresh Goodyears on, top him off with Sunoco fuel, and send the number 11 on his way. And here they come, rolling off turn 4 across the start-finish line. Martin Truex Jr. will lead the field. Justin Allgaier is going to try and be the first car off pit road, but Ryan Reed beats him. Everybody took 4 tires and fuel on this round of pit stops. They'll line up double file and get ready for their lap 14 restart. And here we go, getting ready for the lap 14 restart. The pace car is going to roll down the pit road. Martin Truex Jr. will lead us back to the green flag. It's back in the air, and off we go. Truex Jr. will lead us down turn 1. Truex Jr. will get loose, and Mojolie takes the lead down the back stretch. Down the back stretch, they go into turns number 3 and 4. Mojolie takes the lead, slides to the outside. He'll lead lap 14. Now can he hold on to the lead? Maybe not. Majeski takes the lead. Holds off Mojolie on the outside. Now Majeski goes to the inside. Majolie's got to run on the outside. Here comes Mojolie. Majeski cleared by Mojolie. Maybe no. Majeski takes him out. Caution comes on and the car is stunned into silence. The caution comes out for the 3rd time tonight here on lap 16. Watch what happens. Majeski straight up pile drives Mojolie into the outside wall. And I think it was intentional. Watch. Majeski doesn't even turn, and Mojolie was turning. And Majeski comes to a stop. Now we are getting word that the track that turns 1 and 2 are covered in oil and debris, so they gotta clean that up. Red flag is out, and there you see all the cars lined up behind the pace car. There's the reason we're underneath the red flag. It's Majeski taking out Alan Mojolie, and Mojolie is furious. Oh my goodness. Take a look at what happens again. Mojolie clears Majeski. He goes into turn 1. Majeski pile drives him into the wall. Now, like I said, I think that was definitely intentional. Watch again. Here's Mojolie. He goes into the turn right here. Majeski doesn't turn and just straight up slams Mojolie into the outside wall. He spins into the middle of the racetrack. Now, one last look at it before we get any word on what's going on. Mojolie and Majeski just had a head-on collision with the wall. The red flag has been lifted, and NASCAR has said this race will go into overdrive. Engines have refired, so one last look at it in real time. There you see the cars rolling to life and driving away. Truex Jr. will lead this field to the start-finish line behind the pace car. And there you see it, all 29 drivers that can still win this race. Alright, so pit road is going to be open this time. So let's take it to Kelly for one last stop.
Thanks, guys. That's B comes into my section of pit road. He says that his car has been awful all race long. Specifically, it's tight. So they're trying to take out some track behind ledge to get him cleared up. 4 tires and fuel is the call for Scott Speed. They give him a clean towel, top him off with Sunoco fuel, and send the tall car on its way. A little further up in my section of pit road is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He comes in telling his crew chief that the car was absolutely tight and loose in that run. Loose in 1 and 2, tight in 4. So the crew going to work giving him 4 fresh tires. They top him off with Sunoco fuel and give him a clean top, send him on his way, Calvin.
Kyle Busch comes into my section of pit road telling crew chief Adam Rogers that his car is absolutely horrible. Specifically, it's loose everywhere. So they're adding track bar and wedge to tighten him up, give him 4 fresh tires, and give him a clean tire, send the 18 on his way, Zach. Points leader Kyle Larson comes into my section of pit road, and he's telling crew chief Chad Johnson that his car is absolutely fantastic. 4 tires and fuel is the call, no adjustments being made. They top him off with Sunoco fuel and give him a clean tire and send the 42 car on its way. Here comes Truex Jr. to lead the field across the stripe behind the pace car yet again. There's lap 20, and this will officially enter overdrive. Kurt Busch trying to be the first car off, and he will succeed in that. Kurt Busch took a 2-tire stop, and that will get him off pit road first. Now, before we get into this restart, let's take a look at the ASNCS overdrive rules. Here's how Alpinestars NASCAR Cup Series overdrive rules work for everyone who is new to Alpinestars NASCAR Cup Series racing. Normal restart rules apply. The green flag will fly with just 2 laps to go. Drivers cannot advance their position before they enter the restart zone or change lanes before crossing the start-finish line. If a crash happens before the leader takes the white flag, we will line them up double file and make another attempt. If a crash happens as the leader takes the white flag, the race will be over, and where the drivers cross the start-finish line will be where they finish the race. If a crash happens after the leader takes the white flag, the race is over. However, drivers will be allowed to race back to the checkered flag, and we have an unlimited number of tries to try and finish this race under green flag conditions. And here we go, getting ready for the lap 21 restart. The pace car is gonna roll down pit road. Truex Jr. will lead us to the restart zone. Green flags in the air, we're back in the way. Truex Jr. gets the jump as they head for turn number 1. They head for turn number 1, no sideline, playing the end. Truex Jr. goes, trying to battle it off with the lead. Truex will prevail. They come off the turn 4, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Truex goes to 1, gets loose, Johnson takes the lead. Down the back stretch they go into turn 3. Jimmie Johnson's gonna try and get across the nose of Truex Jr. It's a wall. Truex Jr. fighting well, slipping and slip. And Truex Jr. wins the first out of 500. Let's take a look at what Jimmie Johnson did again in the action replay. Did he just misjudge it, or did Truex actually give him the back bumper? Watch again. Jimmie Johnson slammed into the outside wall. Watch again, though. You're going to see it here. Jimmie Johnson comes down across the nose, then he slides up into the outside wall, and that ends his race. Truex Jr., though, he gets win number 3 of his Alpinestars NASCAR Cup Series career and his first win of the 2019 season. And as he smokes it down, the celebration is on, and now he will be taking the victory lane. Congratulations to Martin Truex Jr. and the 78 team on their first win of 2019. Now let's go take a look at the unofficial race results. And here is a look at the first day of 500 unofficial race results from Martinsville Raceway. Martin Truex Jr. will win the race, leading 8 laps on the day. Finishing second will be Ryan Blaney. Third, Chase Elliott. Fourth, Brad Keselowski. Fifth, Jamie McMurray. Sixth, Chris Buescher. Seventh will be Ryan Reed. Finishing 8th is going to be Kevin Harvick. 9th place, Denny Hamlin. Rounding out the top 10 will be Ross Chastain. Finishing 11th will be Kurt Busch. 12th place, Darrell Wallace Jr. 13th, Alex Bowman. 14th goes to Carl Edwards. Finishing 15th will be Trevor Bayne. 16th, William Byron. 17th, Paige Decker. 18th will be Kyle Larson. 19th will be Kyle Busch. Rounding out the top 20 will be Joey Logano. Finishing 21st will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 22nd, Chase Briscoe. 23rd, Matt Kenseth. 24th, Scott Speed. 25th, Nicole Bihar. 26th, Connor Daly. 27th, Eric Almirola. 28th, Justin Allgaier. 29th, Jimmie Johnson. Rounding out the top 30 will be Ty Majeski, and rounding out the field in 31st will be Alan Majoli. And that will do it for the unofficial race results. Now let's go take a look at the point standings after tonight's race. And here are the Alpinestars NASCAR Cup Series point standings after race number 6. Move over, there's a new man on top, and it's Chase Elliott with 156 points. Second, Kurt Busch with 150 points. Kyle Larson is third with 150 points. Kurt Busch holds the tiebreaker. Martin Truex Jr. fourth. 5th, Nicole Bihar. 6th, Ryan Blaney. 7th, Trevor Bayne. 8th, Ross Chastain. 9th, Darrell Wallace Jr. 10th, Eric Almirola. 11th place, Chase Briscoe. 12th place, Ryan Reed. 13th, Matt Kenseth. 14th, Kevin Harvick. 15th, Jamie McMurray. 16th, Alex Bowman. 17th, Jimmie Johnson. 18th, Scott Speed. 19th, William Byron. 20th, Chris Buescher. 21st, Kyle Busch. 22nd, Brad Keselowski. 23rd, Ryan Hunter-Reay. 24th, Carl Edwards. 25th, Joey Logano. 26th, Alan Majoli. 27th, Denny Hamlin. Justin Allgaier. 28th, 29th, Ty Majeski. 30th, James Hinchcliffe. 31st, Paige Decker. 32nd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Tyler Reddick. 33rd, 34th, Jeremy Mayfield. 35th, Natalie Decker. 36th, Connor Daly. 37th, Landon Castle. 38th, Daniel Hemrick. 39th, Austin Dillon. 40th, Clem Boyer. 41st, David Starr. 42nd, Eric Jones. 43rd, Alexander Rossi. 44th, Matt Tiff. 45th, Samara Di Silvestro. 46th, Reed Sorensen. 47th, Casey Atwood. Christopher Bell in 48th. And we thank you all for watching. When we meet up again, it will be in Bristol, Tennessee, at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Sharpie 500. So until we meet again down there, on behalf of our camera crews, our pit reporters, and my great co-host, Jack Roberts, and Scott Miles, I'm Connor Speed, signing off for now, saying so long, and Daffy, good night, Sailway, transmission ends now.